Hey guys.
I don't know. Don't I say hey guys? You say crazy friends. I say hey guys.
Okay.
Do you want me to say hey crazy friends?
No, also.
She's still alive. We haven't done this in a while.
Hey crazy friends.
Hey guys!
It's Jay and Francis with Find Your Crazy. We are a family of 9 who live full-time in our camper with 6 of our kids, 2 dogs and a turtle as we travel the country to see every national park. But we haven't been traveling lately.
No.
Actually, we've been staying in one spot for all of December as we've been enjoying some time with family, getting things ready on our rig, and preparing to launch out for another year of travel.
Yay!
So today we want to tell you what we've been doing and what we're going to be doing in this coming year, including some changes that we're going to be making to our channel. So stay tuned. So that's right, we're not dead. If you follow our channel, you probably know that our 3 kind of big pillars are crazy faith, crazy family, and crazy fun. And family is a huge, important part of who we are and what we do. And so we made a decision after Thanksgiving, actually we made the decision months and months and months ago, that we were going to take December off so that we could spend with family. We've been traveling for this last year. You know, we have a new son-in-law, and so this is his first Christmas in the family. And so we really wanted to make sure that all of December we were parked in the same place, very close to our daughter and new son-in-law, so that we could do all of the normal Christmas traditions that we enjoy, that the kids have been used to for the last 13 years that we've lived in this area. And so we just decided, you know, we're not going to get distracted with trying to film and edit and put things out. We're just going to focus on family for that month. And so that's what we've done.
Nice. And it was really just kind of a little bit of a refocus, and that was always really good, and it was just wonderful to be able to focus all that attention on our kids and our daughter and son-in-law, and just it was a beautiful time. It was so much fun. Even though it was COVID and things were a little different this year, it still was a really sweet time of fellowship together.
So we really, for that entire month we spent of December, we spent almost, you know, every free time that we could shoehorn in with our daughter and son-in-law. We went over to their place and cooked dinner and played board games and watched movies, and they came over here, and you know, we just enjoyed every time that everybody was off. We tried to get together, and then of course Christmas, as we rolled into that week of Christmas, we did all of the things that we normally do in a little bit different way, because obviously we're in the camper and we've been used to having a sticks and bricks house, but we wanted to keep as much of that as normal as we could for the kids, and so we kind of used our daughter's apartment as our home base, if you will.
But we did get to put up a Christmas tree.
We did.
So cute. We got a little pencil tree. It was really not too little. It was about 7 feet tall, and because we have a 5th wheel, our main living area is really tall, and so that is wonderful. And so we found the cutest tree, and we had been, what we do and the souvenirs that we get as a family are ornaments all through the national parks. And so we actually had 13 of them, because we have visited in the past year, have visited 13 of those national parks. And so we got the opportunity to everybody to come over here to decorate a tree like we would in our regular sticks and bricks house. And so though we did base out of Anley's and Larry's house, we did have some fun in our own place as well. Had some just fun cookie nights. We made, I think we did ugly sweater cookie decorating, which was super fun. Instead of gingerbread houses, they were ugly sweaters. And we had a contest about that. We played lots of game nights that we would normally do at our house. So though we did primarily base our big functions there, we did have a lot of fun in our camper, just to kind of help it feel like Christmas here, because we didn't want to have no decorations at all,
Right.
and no traditions here. We do a lot of Advent things, and those were done here. So it was a really sweet meld between our daughter getting to host some fun, which was neat because she has their apartment and they had their beautiful Christmas tree. And then also some of the old good traditions that we have in our own camper that we were able to work out. So even if you live in a camper, it doesn't mean you have to give up everything.
No. Just looks a little different.
It does look different, and it can look just as sweet and just as cute because you kind of get an opportunity to do something completely different that you've never done before, and that's kind of fun too.
But we did base our kind of main events out of Anley's apartment. One of the things that we do every year is it's kind of been our tradition that on gift day, and we actually do that a few days before Christmas Day, but each kid gets 3 gifts, big wrap presents, but then we also want to make sure that everybody has an opportunity to give to everybody else, and that's
a lot of
that's impressive when you got 10 people. And so we always do what we call this little Christmas shop, and
so fun.
We buy gifts, like basically we kind of go in and buy enough gifts for each kid that the other kids can pick from those.
They're small. Sometimes they're separated out. So you might get, so my daughter got like a really fun little wax pot or whatever. So somebody might give them something to go in that. Some little wax melts to go in that. So, I mean, it isn't all super extravagant. We don't have a lot of money. We're living, on a fixed income right now. And so it's not huge.
It's not about that. It's about the picking
giving
out and wrapping. And so then we bring each kid in one room, one at a time, and they go and shop and pick out a gift out of each pile for each person, and then we wrap all those, and then they go put those under the tree, and then we do it all over again. And so then on Christmas, our gift morning, then there's a lot. It takes a long time.
And they love it.
Every kid gives out their gifts, and we open them one at a time. We really take that time so that
once
they can
a year,
enjoy giving, and as much as they do getting, and a lot of them do enjoy the giving even
all
more.
All of them do, I would say.
Than getting. And so we did that as our regular tradition a couple days before Christmas, and then we traveled up and we spent a couple of weeks. Frances don't want to call it mooch docking. She wants to coin a new term and call it fam docking.
Hey, that's a new term. So we're fam docking.
We did some driveway surfing in my parents' driveway.
That was a first. We had never done that before.
Nope. And so that was, we went up there and everything went great.
They live in like a cul-de-sac. So even if you don't have lots of land, like y'all know that my parents' farm has 11 acres, there's plenty of room for us to spread out. We were really, really impressed at how great this one went. There's usually a campground right down the road. And that's where we normally stay. We have full hookups, and it's 2 miles. It really takes less than 2 minutes to get to.
But they were closed. They were doing some renovations over December, and so we had to stay there. And honestly, it worked out a lot better. We're just parking their driveway.
Nice.
It was
we
great.
Just run out if we needed to grab something, or if there was an ingredient somebody needed. It was a lot of fun.
So we enjoyed all that time with grandparents and cousins and everything, and then came back through here for just a day, and then we went and did the same thing again in Frances's parents, and enjoyed some time there on their little farm, and we went fishing. The boys got fishing poles for my sister, and so we went and tried out the new fishing poles.
And they caught some fish.
We did. We caught some fish, which is always
fun. We had fireworks. So my dad had fireworks. They have a pool and beautiful land, and so over the pool, we just had great fireworks. It was so
Grilled
much
out,
fun.
Several nights.
So wonderful.
Lots and lots of fun. So
such a good time.
So we did that and did all the kind of extended family thing, and then came back here to where Anley's at so that we could spend a little more time with her before we launch out again. So that's kind of what we've been up to. But in addition to that, we've also kind of spent this month really examining our rig, our travels for the last year, and our YouTube channel, and looking at what are the things that we can do going forward. And so we had been saving up a laundry list of things to do on the camper. And
we traveled pretty hard. Those once we from Anley's wedding.
Well, because we got killed from COVID, and then we were out just a little bit, and then we had to come back and get everything ready for Anley's wedding, which was on the farm wedding, so it was a lot on us. Yeah. And so by the time we got to launch, we went kind of
we were ready to go. And we also, as you know, if you've watched our channel, like we got kind of waylaid by some wildfires, and so our plans changed and our reservations changed. So we kind of just were going fast and furious, picking up any reservations we could. So it was pretty busy.
Our rig was kind of rode hard to put up wet for a couple of months there.
Loca was tired.
And so we'd been putting together a list of, all right, this thing needs to be fixed, and this door needs to be adjusted, and this cabinet needs to be done, and this router's got to be redone. And then some upgrades that we knew knew we wanted to do. We've been wanting to put turn one of the steps that goes up into our bedroom. It's hollow, and so turn it into a
we need
storage.
more shoe storage. That's
shoe
always
storage
a problem
for the kids.
Yeah.
And so I can't even count the number of projects over this last month that I've done.
Yeah, he has turned into a handyman. He has not ever really been a handyman. He is a computer man and a ministry man. But I'm gonna tell you what, this dude right here, he has done it all. We have not had to. We even had to in Tucson. We had to call a mechanic to come out because our landing gear was messing up and we were having some trouble and couldn't get the part and couldn't get it in. So we just headed quickly.
I'm tired of waiting, so I said we're coming back and I'm gonna fix it myself.
I mean, he did, and he just there's a bunch of things like adjusting our slides, which sounds like a really scary thing to me. He was able to get that done.
They weren't lined up right.
We were pretty. Our rig was in some disarray. It was just
automatic door locks had broken. I mean, just lots of littles, nothing huge.
No.
Lots of little stuff.
Yeah.
But also that needed to be done, and so that's what we've done. And so every day I tried to do something little, and then there were a couple of days where I just, from morning to night, just worked on the camper.
Yeah.
So we've been doing that. And then the other thing we did was we've really been kind of looking back over our travels for the last, it's been a year, but with COVID and the wedding, it really was about 4 months of hard travel. And so we really kind of went back and examined all that and have made some decisions of some things we're going to do different going into this year. Some minor things, but one of the big things that we've decided is we spent way too much on campsites. We had some buffer in our budget, and so we never overspent our budget. But when we sat down and looked at it, it was way outside of what we had hoped to spend.
We can't keep going like this, right? It was an eye opener.
It's not sustainable long term.
No, it's not.
And part of that was because of how everything got messed up. We had routes and reservations way out. But COVID killed all those, and then we had made some more, and then the wedding kind of killed all those, and so we were really kind of flying by the seat of our pants.
Getting wherever we could.
And so we were, having to get where we could, which is not always the cheapest place.
And realize we weren't set up. Well, we weren't really set up for boondocking and for BLM land, and though we wish we had been, because there was some beautiful places. Right. I mean, I think about the sand dunes. I mean, there was like literally right down the road an incredible place to stay, and we were paying high dollar during peak time. And so, we weren't really confident in that and ready for that. So that actually hurt us a little bit too. And we want to make some big changes in that.
And so this coming year, we've determined, that, we've set a budget and we're going to stay within that. And that is going to require that we do more state parks, boondocking, BLM,
Harvest
Host. And so we've spent this month kind of setting up those things. And so we've got a Boondockers Welcome account, and we've got a Harvest Host account. And, once we've been doing that for a little while, we'll give you guys some updates on how we have or have not enjoyed those.
Definitely using our Thousand Trails when we can.
We're going to be trying to use Thousand Trails more.
We didn't have any out
west.
We've
also set up the camper generator and a extra waste tank that we can, honey wagon as some people call it, so that we can use more places that don't have sewer.
Yeah.
And so we've signed up for a lot of those things, researched those things, and then bought and made some adjustments to the rig so that we can do that. And so we're looking forward to that.
And stay tuned because we are going to be kind of making a huge shift. And so we want to kind of help you if you're interested in that. And if that's something that a leap that you don't think you could make because you're a big family, and we are, and our gray tank fills up like lickety split. Our black tank's not as bad, but our gray tank, I mean, shower
night and you're done.
And we have a lot of kids. And so if not everybody gets a shower for a while, it's pretty gross. And so we're hoping that we can just use this these opportunities that we have to really branch out. And I will tell you that is a little outside of our comfort zone. So we're looking forward to kind of testing the waters and letting you know kind of how it works. But we're hoping that even as a big family that we can explore some of those really great options as well.
So that's kind of one of the big adjustments that we're making as far as going forward to how we travel. We're still... we one thing we've learned over the last couple of months with COVID, especially with it kind of spiking again right now, is we're holding everything loosely and we're trying to only make a few weeks of plans at a time. So we've got some ideas of routes in our minds. We definitely know we want to get back out west, but we're just holding all that loosely right now. So we're just kind of going a little space at a time, but we know we're going to be doing more inexpensive camping. We're going to be controlling that budget better, and we're going to be using boondocking in state parks to be able to do that.
Yes.
And then we also have sat back and kind of examined our YouTube channel, what we've been doing, what's been getting more watches, which you guys have liked more, commented more on, watched more, so that we can begin to kind of make some adjustments to that. You know, this is all brand new to us. We've only been doing this for
for real
less than a year, and there's a kind of a steep learning curve. And so we knew from the beginning that the backbone of our travels was going to be seeing all the national parks, and that still is the case.
Absolutely.
We're definitely that's our goal.
Is our goal.
See every continental national park, and so we just kind of translated that into the backbone of our channel and really putting the biggest focus on our videos on our family tour guides for those parks. And while that's been great, and we're definitely going to continue to do that,
yes.
We've seen that really what is getting more response and what people seem to engage more with is just kind of our everyday life.
Like, how does it work?
Yeah,
you know?
what does that look like? How does it work when you do this? How does laundry work? How does bath night work? How does it work when you go somewhere? And so this year in our channel, we're going to be kind of making a shift. And so rather than our Friday videos being really about the parks that we go to, we're going to start doing more of a family vlog.
Yeah.
Kind of each week.
You just get to come with us wherever we are.
You're getting to follow us throughout that entire week.
Yes.
We are still going to do separate videos
yes.
for our family tour guides for the national parks because that's just really something that's important to us.
Yes.
And like I said, it's a backbone of our trip. But as far as the week in and week out of the channel, we want our Friday videos to kind of be just a travel vlog for hey, here you get to follow along with us throughout the entire week wherever we're going.
What has happened is we're so far removed from a lot of the national parks that we've been to. And so for us, what you would be seeing is so many months, I mean, many months removed. And so it's not really where we are or what we're doing. And we're not going to stay like right where we are. We want us to keep our kids safe and keep, you know, that secure. But we are going to bring you more of where we are at the time. And so you can kind of see that this wasn't 6 months ago, but it's actually more up to date. And I think that helps us to keep things a little fresher, for us to kind of be more remembering what we're doing and talking about that and giving you better feedback, because sometimes we're like, what did we think about that, and what was that bad, and asking our kids, and they're like, well, where was that? And so sometimes it can be a little bit more removed, and so we're getting further behind the longer we've taken off, then that's getting bigger. And so we want to be more kind of present where we are, so that we can give you good information, give you good tips that we can remember, and be able to kind of you to see what's going on in our lives
really
as it's happening.
You guys into our lives.
Yeah, come with us a little bit more.
And so that's going to be kind of our Friday videos, the focus of those. And then we're going to keep our Sunday Faith videos. Crazy Faith is one of our 3 main pillars.
And it'll be on Sundays.
We both enjoy teaching, and so we are going to continue our Sunday afternoon videos of just, you know, taking a Bible passage or something that God's teaching us and kind of expanding out on that. And so we're definitely going to keep that. And then as we get the family tour guide videos for the national parks, we'll just put those out there. And
that'll be on a playlist. So you can always just check there if you know that you're going, that you can make sure to check that. Or if you know somebody, you can link them to that. So that'll be an easy place for you to find them, is it's going to stay on that same playlist. And we'll just keep updating that playlist all the time. But that's where you can find those. And that way, those are they're a lot more work. They take a lot more time and editing and siphoning through all of our videos and pictures. And so it was just getting difficult, and the amount of work to put out 3 every single week on the dime. And you know, we didn't do that all together stellar some weeks, but we tried. And so we want to give more kind of a breathing room for us, for our family, for Jay specifically, and be able just to be more present and it be really more relevant to what we're doing right now, how we're feeling about things, what that hike was just like, instead of like remembering what it was 3 months ago. And so we hope it'll be better and more kind of a help to you and to us as well, to keep things a little bit more up to date.
So that's what we've been doing. That's what we've been preparing for, what we've learned from the last couple months, and that's where we're going to be going from here. So this is, you know, not a lot to this video, so to speak, except just to catch you up and to let you know what's coming as we begin even next week to start rolling some of those out and kind of making some of these transitions. next Monday we launch out of this site. I'm headed back on the road again for a
you gotta
short
wait
trip,
to see where we're gonna be,
and we're really looking forward to that. It's been great to be here, but I think everybody's getting a little stir crazy, ready to see some things again, and I'm ready to get back to some warmer weather.
Well, and I was surprised. I thought our kids being here in our hometown and our base, being around, we're not really around a lot of people. We've kind of had to stay pretty locked in just to kind of keep everybody safe when we've been traveling with family and extended family and things like that. But, you know, kind of being in your home space, it's like, oh, we just fold right back in. But actually, our kids really, Sky asked me the other day, she said, when are we going? She said, I said, well, you miss being on the road? And she said, I do. She said, I like being here with my sisters, but I'm ready to go. And so that has been really good to hear, that we've had an extended period of time here, that the kids really do love what we're doing. It doesn't feel forced to them. They're really looking forward to it, and all of them. So I asked them all at dinner, and they said, oh, we're all so excited to go. So that helped me as a mom to see that these past months, that what we have been doing, the kids have caught that, and they love it, and they look forward to it. And even when we're here in our hometown, when that can feel really comfortable, that they are ready to just zoom back out. So we're looking forward to some fun times, and for you to come along with us. And thank you for those who messaged me and asked if we were okay, or if we had COVID, or if we were really sick or something. That meant the world to me. I laugh, but I mean, that meant so much to me, that out of your busy days, that you would think about us, that you extend the same graciousness you would to your family and friends. I think that is just the beauty of this COVID time, is that we've really been able to connect with people in different ways, be able to kind of jump from screen into each other's lives. And I'm thankful that you consider us and trust us to be a part of your lives. And so always feel free to comment, message us. You can comment here, but if it's something you just want to talk to us, please go over to our Instagram, which is Find Your Crazy Journey. That's different. Find Your Crazy Journey. And then over to Facebook is Find Your Crazy. That's normal. And you can always private message us there. Just let us know what you're up to. Give us any feedback, and just stay in touch for sure.
Yeah, and you can link to both of those from our YouTube banner, or you can just go to our website, which is also on our YouTube page, to get direct links to all of those. And so with that, that's our update. That's what's coming.
And we'll see you Sunday. We have a video coming on Sunday, so
we're
looking
hopefully
forward.
Back on track.
Yeah, and this hopefully will help us to stay a little bit more, get our feet under us, just with a little bit less on our plates. We can put out better videos and better on time.
So until next week, go out and have some crazy fun with your crazy family. See you guys.